All right, guys, make sure you're warmed up, and then let's get going for this 10-minute quickie workout. You can do this at home, no equipment. So we're starting with just plies, pivot into a lunge. Really make sure you're lined up in that sagittal plane, making sure that you are aligned, hip, knee, ankle, toes. And then add those arms. Keep breathing, focus on form, focus on that pivot. Make sure that you are in footwear or no footwear that allows you to pivot twist. And then we're pulsing. Oh yeah, this is where the burn sets in, is with those pulses. Now repeat those lunges. Add that lat pull. Really focus on squeezing those back muscles. So use your imagination here. Create that resistance. Keep breathing. Go deep. Go as deeply as you can. And then back to those plies. Are you feeling the burn yet? And then add those rows. Really squeeze. Squeeze and breathe. Hang in there. We're going for endurance. We're going for high reps. We don't have extra weight. No weights in this workout. So go for those reps and go for that range of motion. Suck in those abs. This is why I like to bare my midriff, so I remember to suck in my abs. Engaging those core muscles. Good. Almost there. And now we switch. So we're going to stand, find our balance. Tap that toe out. This is a standing oblique twist. So much harder than lying down on your back because you could fall over. Add that tempo change. Try not to touch the toe down to the floor to make this a little more challenging. But if your balance is not so great, then tap the toe back to the floor. Exhale as you twist. And then slow it down. Practice that core control. Really try to rotate from the waistline all the way up to the spine. Turn that chest. Good. Take it faster. Nice. Just showing you another angle as we switch sides. So starting slow. Really twist like you're wringing out a wet washcloth. Oh yeah. Good tall posture. Exhale on that twist. Try not to fall over. Good. Now we're changing it up here. This is zigzag squats. Again, no weight, so focus on depth, form. Watch the placement of your knees. We're really working into the piriformis, the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings. So notice the change of angle through the feet. That's got to radiate all the way up to the knees and the hips as well. So they're all staying in alignment. They're all zigzagging. We're going for endurance, so you're going to start to feel that burn. I'm showing a different angle so you can see position of toes and heels. We're just zigzagging in and out. Good. Breathe. Keep that spine long and straight. Lift through the chest, lift through the abs. One more angle change just to show you how you're pushing through those glutes all the way into the sit bone. Good. Keep breathing. Almost there. Stay strong. We got this. All right, taking it down into high plank. Notice how strong and solid you need to be through those arm columns. So spread your fingers. Spiral and corkscrew those biceps and triceps. Keep your upper back broad. Don't shrug, don't sink. We're doing slow mountain climbers, faster mountain climbers, and then tick-tocks. Really trying to get those adductors. Now, my floor is really slippery, so I'm able to do this without socks, without gliding discs, or a towel. But if you need something to help you glide better, grab some washcloths, some paper plates, some gliding discs, a pair of socks. But my floor is super slippery, which is good for this, bad for some other exercises. Now this one's super advanced, so if you can't do this one, that's okay. It's really important to keep those shoulders safe and secure throughout the change in position. So we're just high plank, lower into push-up, lower into sphinx, push back into prone, and then pull yourself forward and up. Try to do this as gracefully and smoothly as possible. You'll notice that sometimes I kind of plop down and I'm trying to be smooth and controlled. That's the goal. So just do a few of these. These are really, really challenging. A lot of shoulder, chest, lats. Good deep breaths. Now we're switching it up into a crab position. This is based from Animal Flow. You want to really externally rotate from the shoulders and the triceps all the way into the palms. So make sure those shoulders are in position. You're really opening the chest. Squeeze those abs to keep those hips elevated. Now we're going to lower the hips up and down. This isn't too hard. We're really focusing on just keeping those arms in position. Now we're going to add a crab reach, and we're repeating this. This is a more advanced exercise. I know it looks pretty simple, but there's a lot going on here with form. So don't do this if you're a beginner, but your focus is on your supporting arm that's grounding into the floor. You really want to externally rotate as you rise. So switching sides, I'm going to externally rotate this arm, pushing it into the floor as I lift my hips. I'm using those hamstrings, I'm using those obliques, and I'm really corkscrewing that arm as I go. Good deep breaths. Again, don't do this if you've got wrist issues, bad shoulders. All right, we're gonna go into bridge. Anchor those arms, lift those hips, add that leg extension, and then one leg bridge lifts. Now this is a little more advanced, so if it's too hard, keep both feet on the floor. Easy peasy to modify this. Good deep breaths. And now we're gonna add a little bit of movement. Notice that my core stays stable. I'm really squeezing through those transverse abs and keeping my hips elevated off the floor. Imagine there's a porcupine underneath you. Good deep breaths. And then switch sides. Knee up. Extend that leg. Good. Taking it into those one leg bridge lifts. Again, if this is too hard on this side, just take it to both feet down. Regular bridge lifts. Not doing a ton of reps, so hopefully you can do these. Again, engage and zip up those abs. Give yourself a little bit of double chin here. Don't worry about what you look like. We want to lengthen that neck. Make sure that you're not straining that neck. Now come back to that bridge and just lift. Squeeze into those triceps. Work those abs. Now we're going to hold it at the top and add some figure eights. So you might not be able to see well from this angle, but it's kind of like a belly dancer doing a figure eight. We are really working these transverse abs, those deep intrinsic muscles. This is so good for all you mamas who've had babies, to keep these transverse abs super strong, bring them back together. It's not all about the rectus abdominis, you guys. It's about these transverse abs. And you can get them in other ways besides crunches. So this is one of my favorite ways to incorporate the transverse abs, while I'm also targeting hamstrings and glutes. Good, so we slowly take the arms overhead, really anchoring into the shoulders. This just changes it up a little bit. You're gonna feel a little more glute action, and then articulate the spine down. Hopefully you notice that I really tried to do this one vertebra at a time. Engage those abs again as you add the single leg drops, keeping those knees bent to shorten the lever. If it's too difficult, bend your knees even more to shorten the lever even more. Now we're going to take it into a slow teaser. Try not to drop your feet as you rise up and lower down. See if you can keep those feet off the floor. Now if that's too difficult, feel free to let those feet drop to the floor or grab your legs to help you rise up. So use those core muscles. Inhale as you lower, really reach overhead. Exhale as you roll up. Find that balance on your sit bones. Open that chest and release. Take it down into a reclined ab position. Hollow out the belly as much as you can. And then extend those legs straight out. Keep holding. We're going for an isometric hold here. Now we're going to add some movement. So tucking and extending. Exhale and inhale. Oh, and of course sing along. You just have to the song. Now we're adding some angles. So tilting the hips and the thighs and that whole kinetic chain from the hips down to the toes. Really getting those obliques. Notice I'm not shrugging into the shoulders, trying to stay long through my neck. really anchoring into the forearms. We're adding a zigzag or crisscross. Keep those legs really long and strong. Imagine you've got steel rods going through those legs. And now we're gonna draw an X. These are hard, so if you feel strain in the low back, skip these altogether. Good deep breaths, and roll it out. Stretch it out, catch your breath. That was a really long ab sequence. Let's stretch those abs and give yourself a little love. Excellent job. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining me, Christy, Real Fit for Real Life.